你點啊媽？
會啊，
我呢排生意好好啊，
生意好好啊，係啊。
你估下我上個月賺咗幾錢？
你點知你賺幾錢？我又冇重問你嘅還幾點，我又冇問你攞錢。
我賺咗42,000啊媽，上個月。你應該好開心㗎媽。你唔開心咩？一個月賺42,000，你知唔知係幾多啊？我再過2個月我可以賺到100,000啊！
哦，咁你移民美就
係啊，
冇咯，咁我話説話去啦。咁你，我都唔知啦，家無定所即係點啊？唔知你。
咁我遲啲先揾你啦。
我隨便啦。
What else did she say?
Like, why does it matter to me? Yeah, I don't want your money. What are you gonna do with your life? You're single, you don't have a house, you're online. What do you want to do with your life? That was it. It's so sad because nothing I will ever do will be enough until I find a boyfriend, I get married, I get a shitty house, and I live in a shitty country and have children. That is what is considered as success in her eyes.
Mm-hmm. But she's doing what?
There are 3 levels of content. Level 1, top of funnel content. Content for
doing like a social media strategist or whatever they are. What are you thinking?
I'm trying to see how I'm gonna say this shit. Why are you calling your mama if your mama don't care? You're now never gonna get approbation from your mama. Your mama don't give a shit. From when she is from, you gotta be a doctor, a lawyer, an accountant, or something like that. You're not. Just live with the fact that you disappointed your mom. You're Asian. I know, I'm Haitian. Not the same thing, kind of sounds the same if, you're Quebecer and you don't talk English properly, but it is what it is. Depending on where you're from in the world, your parents will never be happy. Never be happy until you show them that check. Or, and that's just me. That's me. But then again, you know that I'm a bit of a savage. You cut these motherfuckers off. You don't talk to them. You don't call them. You don't deserve my attention. That's it. I'm not going to talk. I'm never going to get the gratification from my dad. I'm never going to get the gratification from my mom. I did after that, but I cut them off. Cut them way off. You don't have that access to me because you're on some bullshit. When I tell you some shit, you use that shit against me. Cut off. When I'm telling you my accomplishments, you tell me they ain't shit and when am I going back to school? Cut off. Now, when I accomplish something and I'm on TV, you're going to know you're going to know at the same time as the peasants. Cut off. You lost the ability or the capacity to know all my shit or me even talking to you about my shit. Why? Because you don't know what to do with that. Cut off. Going back to your parents when you have to know who your parents are.
True.
You have to accept, you don't have to accept, but it'd be in your best interest to take your parents for who they are. For your parents, you want them to be. That's for your parents, that's for your friends, that's for your lovers, that's for everybody. Your parents will be who they are. Sometimes it is healthy to cut them off. Just a bit. Cut off. Just to air out the thing. Just give you some time to walk it out. Breathe a bit, think about it a bit, know what you're doing, then come back. And maybe you could have a relationship, or maybe not. Because it's not because you're a parent, pop out the kid, that you can actually parent. Some of these motherfuckers had the parents because their parents gave them pressure to fucking have kids. And they had kids even if they didn't want kids. Now they stuck with kids and they're like, hey, if you want to succeed, you got to do like me. And you got to make me proud because I didn't want you in the first place, but now I got you, so I got to do what I got to do. And you got to succeed. But now you're living like a whole ass hobo. Go ahead. Cut off.
I don't even think mom is wrong. She doesn't value the idea that you make $40K in a month or you did it one time. That's perfectly valid. Not everyone is moved by you making money finally on your startup. There's a lot of other things that people think about in terms of what they prioritize. So you going to her about some shit she don't really give a fuck about and then be like, look, I made it. She's like, well, my definition of making it is not that. Now, if she'd have called you and harassed you about it and then shat on you, that's different. You called her, initiated the talk, knowing what she's probably going to say based off of her values, then you got mad at her because it doesn't match as yours. I know they wouldn't get it, so why would I go to people who don't get it to ask them to get it? You guys actually have a description. Might as well read it. She wrote an essay. This is not the side of me I usually show on social media. In traditional Asian culture, a woman over 24 who isn't married is considered leftover.
God damn.
My mom and I don't see eye to eye, and I've made peace with that. I don't think you have.
No, you don't. No.
I think many things, and I could agree with that. I don't agree with that.
No, I don't.
I grew up in a small English town in the UK. I dropped out of med school to chase entrepreneurship. I never got married. Yeah, who paid for med school? All right. I broke every rule. I don't know. Maybe you paid for it. I know that shit not cheap. So maybe she had scholarships too. Maybe she paid for it. I don't know.
Bro.
Or had children. I don't work a 9 to 5 like a slave. Ooh. Yeah, you know what? See?
Are you saying that because your mom and daddy worked 9 to 5?
Mm-hmm.
Now you calling?
See? Little thing like that.
It's okay to not work 9 to 5, but now you're looking at other people that actually do work a 9 to 5. Like, I don't work a 9 to 5. I'm proud of what I've accomplished. I'm not looking at my girl like slave.
Wow.
Whatever we do in the bed, that's not your business.
Yeah, I know. I wish I could travel right now, but I can't. Completing a side quest. I'm doing theater, and I got to do my own makeup. I know. You're not under contract, and you're not doing theater, so you should travel. And for that, you should take your Surfshark VPN changer. When you're booking your plane ticket, you could just change your location with Surfshark VPN changer, so you can, have a better rate on your plane ticket. And also, you're going to be able to surf whatever internet they're going to have wherever you're going, and you're going to be able to do so in security. They're going to send all your information through the web encrypted. And on top of that, you're going to be able to watch all your programs. Because sometimes on your streaming platforms, depending on what country you're in, when it gives you that little message, you're not able to watch it because you're in the wrong place at the wrong time, blah, 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 whatever. I pay for my subscription, so I should have access to all that stuff. With Surfshark, you can change your location, and then boom, bop, you have access now. I like to watch my but for you, it's going to be whatever show you want to watch without missing it. And you're going to be able to start your 7-day free trial. Yeah. And you can get 4 extra months of Surfshark VPN. Let me blend that shit in. You got to go on surfshark.com/AbbaandPreach and use promo code AbbaandPreach at checkout. Or just click on the link below and you're going to be able to have your 7-day free trial plus your 4 extra months. Don't miss the good things in life. See ya.
Whenever I see people talk about like jobs like they're slavery, that's my biggest indication that they're probably a scammer. And if they sell a course, that's like my dead giveaway. Because they always have to speak about stability like it's the worst thing in the world. And then they want to cry when they're on social media because people don't appreciate the fact that they have social media. It's like, well, yeah. I also think it's just a bit odd. She don't really rock with she says like you're online, you're doing this like nomad stuff, and then you record a call with her and you post it for content. If I'm your mom, I'm like,
because you're crying about that shit, but also you're making content out over it.
And you put me on blast to everybody, so our family members going to see it. You inviting everyone else, like, I'm going to hate you even more. I don't know.
That's a good...
And it's also your most successful point, so it also makes you look a little bit more like a clown because you have to mention the fact that you're making $42K, which sounds like advertisement a little bit. So you've now used your mom to make your platform that she thinks is a failure more popular, used your conflict, and it's your most popular video. Yeah, you come across as a bit more of an extra loser. If you're like, I'm going to make it, I'm going to do it my way, and you use your conflict with your mom to be one of the pillars. But if she's your most popular video, she kind of has went over you with that one. Maybe I'm tripping. I personally don't like it. I find it weird when people take these horrible moments and like record it and then shit on the other person for content and they want to pretend like, keep that shit offline. That's me personally. Listen, I don't.
It is kind of weird though.
I don't wish anything bad for this person. I hope she figures it out, and I hope she finds that sense of peace with it, because I think it's a tough thing to always have that inner child seeking that validation from your parent. Something that doesn't heal very easily, if at all, for a lot of people, because they keep looking at it and they keep getting disappointed. They keep themselves in this cycle. But this is the kind of thing that's always you're making it exponentially worse by recording this moment, making it go viral like this so other people can reinforce it, and you're constantly being reminded by it. It's like, I don't know. This is bad for me, in my opinion. I think no one's ever going to be as excited for your shit as you will be, or like your road dog is going to be. So I'm just generally of the mindset that I never share most of my accomplishments with people. Are you like that too?
Absolutely.
Like, it don't matter what milestone I hit. I remember we did that show for like 20,000 people. It was outdoor, public. It was like a concert, right?
I shared it one. I was having that moment with a couple of people. It was my girl. It was my sis. It was my manager. You understand what I'm saying? Because they're very close to me.
Yeah.
But usually, no, man. I don't want like nobody to shit on my parades. When I was sharing my accomplishment with my parents, they were shitting on my parade.
Yeah.
They were shitting on my shit.
Okay.
So I was like, I'm not sharing nothing with you motherfuckers.
Gotcha.
Because everything I do, you remember the thing? Les médailles sont brillantes, mais toi es-tu brillant? That's throwback.
Okay.
And I used to go to track and field and I used to get some medals and I used to show them. And later on they'd be like, all right, cool, but what about school? The medals are shiny, but are you shining in your endeavors in school? I was like, all right, man, bet everything I was doing, achieving, they would take it using against me. I'm like, all right, let me be happy for me.
Yeah.
Recently, for the past 10 years, I decided to celebrate my birthday like that with my friends and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But before that, I would just go to a bar or take my ass out alone and be like, let me just do my thing.
Yeah.
Celebrate. Keep this thing. Keep this thing for me. You know what I'm saying? Second thing I'm gonna say is that there's also this thing about growing old and being mature. I think that I'm not saying you're not mature, my girl. I'm just saying that there's a point in maturity where you have to break that self-reporting to your parents all the time for gratification. All right? That was you when you was making, when you were jumping in the pool. Look what I could do. Because that video, what I see in that video is basically, she's not saying like she doesn't care about my achievement. It's like, you're desperately looking for your mom to say, you did good. Yeah. And sometimes growing old is grieving sometimes, depending on what kind of parents that you have. It's grieving the fact that that's never going to happen. Because the parents, the way that they're set up, the way that they grow up, they don't have that setting in them.
Well, you can't go back in time.
You can't go back in time and saying shit, and then they don't have that. So I think it's better than having the expectation. Like I lost the expectation of my parents ever being proud of me. I put that away. I'm like, it's never gonna happen. I'm at peace with them, and I forgive them for that. I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but to me, what happened, one day it happened. Fucked me up. But at least I was not waiting for it. Like with despair, like, oh, well, I was not waiting for it. I was happy when it happened. It kind of caught me off guard. But I put it aside. I'm like, that's never going to happen. Yep. You have to grow up old to be like, hey, you know what? I don't have to self-report to my parents. Look, I made a drawing of you. We're not in Kansas no more, Toto. The sooner you realize that and you're at peace with it, the better it is for you because you're not going to have any des attentes. What's attentes?
Expectations.
Yeah, thank you. You have expectations of what should happen, even though you're going to get hurt. Maybe that time, Mom, look what I did. I ain't give a shit. I'm not asking you for nothing, so whatever. You're a failure. Put it at rest. Put it in the dirt. Ave Maria, put some rose on that grave, and then forget it there. I'm just saying. That's that sizzle right
I broke
there.
every rule an Asian daughter is supposed to follow, and to her, that's a slap in the face of everything she sacrificed for. Ooh. But in return, I've built companies I'm proud of. I've built personal brands from scratch. I'm making 5 figures a month. I get to live wherever I want in the world. To me, that's more successful than having children, getting married, and settling in a shoebox.
And what I see here, and the rest of what you're saying that you don't want to settle with people, I feel like you might even sabotage your relationship just to spite your mom. If you ever fall on someone, I refers to settle down just to please her. Settling down would be to please her. Yep. So it's possible that you refute certain relationship or you sabotage certain relationship just because you think about your mom being like, oh, that would make you very happy. I'm saying that I know that because I know people like that. I'm not necessarily saying that you're like that, but there's a very possibility because there's just some similarities with your situation and people that I know that actually like that.
With a set postcode by some random timeline set by older generations, there's nothing wrong with putting my career first or choosing to build on myself onto someone worthy of a partner who matches me on my own timeline.
You're right.
Every woman in my family who followed a traditional path, who married against a random timeline set of their own, for the right person, ended up divorced, poor, bitter, alone, and raising kids like me in a house with no love. Then why the fuck would I follow that same path? Just put my future children through the same childhood I went through? The sad reality is if I were a man, I'd be applauded for everything I've achieved. No.
No, not
I can promise you. I do agree that for ladies, there's some extra little pressure in regards to
Yes,
having women,
100%.
family, and kids, or younger.
100%.
But my mom bothers me.
Mama don't give a shit.
Every day.
Mamas don't give a shit.
What are you want to have your grandchildren? Yeah.
What's that?
Is
that her talking to you? 'Cause you taller than her?
That's what I hear when she starts yapping. It's like a mosquito in my ear. It's the same speech. And I always hit her with the same thing.
Yeah, damn.
I hit her with that, inshallah. Just the way she hit it with me and the kid. I'm not going to have some McDonald's. Inshallah. Okay. Where's your partner? Where's your wife?
Inshallah.
Pause. But inshallah. All right. If God doesn't will it, what you want me to do? It's not my fault. You know what I mean?
Talk to your God. Yeah,
That's it.
You have something on speed dial.
I said you praying 5 times, make that 6. Get that shit.
Well, you don't pray hard enough.
That's it.
Don't question me. Question your faith.
You hit them with that reverse psychology. The way they abuse
flip
us,
it on their head.
that's what I do.
Flip it on the head,
I
bro.
learned.
I just flip it.
I evolved. That's how you know I'm successful.
What do we mean, inshallah? You just do your work.
That's
go,
it.
Go to work.
That's it. I'll send you the
Go
makeup.
do a pilgrimage or something.
I'll pay for it.
I'm just
Pray.
waiting for him to do my thing. You know what I
That's it.
mean? But he's not doing so.
So he does not will it.
He's
That's
not
what that
willing.
means.
That's his will.
If God wills it,
You know what I mean?
it didn't happen. Therefore,
He doesn't want it.
okay. She goes, if I were a man, I'd be applauded. Because I'm a woman, I'm dismissed and treated like a disgrace for the same achievements. I have never been happier in my life. And yet every time I try to share my happiness with my family, I'm reminded of how much of a failure I am to them. The best decision I have ever made in my life is to not bend to anyone's will or to try to make them happy no matter who they are. Life is too short. Live one you never wanted in the life is too short to live one you never wanted in the first place. Fuck the traditions. Okay.
If you're a woman and you're Asian and you're that age, you're a failure if you don't have none of what the thing that you say. If you're a man, you're a gay failure. They're gonna think, girlfriend, you're 24, failure and gay.
Here's some comments I thought were interesting. Someone wrote, I don't think you understand your mom. Money comes and goes. She doesn't care how much you make. She wants you to be happy. She wants you to be able to have someone to take care of you when you get old. My parents always want me to get married, but the truth of the fact is I will never. I have a partner and they're satisfied with someone just being in my life, so when they die, I have someone that might be able to take care of me. This comes from the fact that my aunt isn't married and doesn't have kids, and she relies on her nieces and nephews to do things for her. I think that's probably, a part of it for some folks. It's hard to say. Without being in there, there's a lot of reasons why people have these expectations. Some people, they're mad about what choices you make because when they go to their friends and talk about their kids, they can't talk about you. Why? Because you live your life in a way that their friends would not think is cool. Some people care about image. Some people are actually concerned for your well-being. Some people it's misguidedness. Some people have a fear, that you're living the wrong kind of life and you're sinning or whatever. It's all kinds of different things. All right, but anyways, that's it for this topic. Anything else you want to say on this topic? No? We good?
There's a lot of anger.
Okay.
I feel a lot of anger. I'm reading that shit, and it's okay. Like, it's okay to be mad. I understand why you're mad. Like, that whole realization, I'm telling you, I'm not mad anymore. But, baby, when I cut off.
Enjoy your 7-day free trial and your 4 months extra of Surfshark VPN. Go to surfshark.com/AbbaandPreach and use promo code AbbaandPreach at checkout or click on the link below. You're going to be able to not miss the good things.